What's going on, folks? I hope you are having a great day. Thank you so much for joining me on TLP Sports Club. You are now watching TLP Live, and I am your host. I go by the name of Harry B. And as you know, the B means billion. Today, I'm coming up to you. I'm pulling up because I have a nice little conversation I want to have with you. I think it's important, and this might be the right time to have that conversation since camps are going to be starting real soon. So here's the question. Let's just go ahead and get right into it. Which one of these Louis boys you think is going to have a breakout season? All right. Not all of them, but the ones that were actually drafted. And if we have time, we'll throw in the rest of them who were on not, saying those signed contracts. They kind of got in with the skin of their teeth. Some are still trying to get on practice squads. We're going to keep those guys to the side for now. The ones that were actually drafted, I want to know which one you think will have a breakout season. And it's time to choose a side. Yes, you got to choose a side. Before we do that, guys, please do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Make sure to give me the thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you can get the videos as soon as I upload it to YouTube. All right, family, I got to go ahead and get into this video real quick. So that's all the business I got. You know what time it is. Let's work. BWB. So, yes, let's go ahead and work. Good morning, Ty Smith. Ty Smith. Dallas is in the building. What up, my guy? Man, my Texas guys are always holding me down. I appreciate you. But we got to jump right into this conversation. I told y'all I'm not going to be overthinking no more. I'm just going to come up with a show, and I'm just going to come live, and we're going to go ahead and just talk about the dang thing. Stop playing with me, man. Daggone it. I'm an African man. We think too much. Stop thinking and just do it. Daggone it. Let's go. All right, we got, in no specific order, we got LeJohntay Wester. We got Jimmy Horn Jr., we got Travis Hunter, and we have Shedeur Sanders. If somebody else got drafted in that 2025 NFL draft that I missed, let me know, please, okay? I don't think somebody got straight up drafted. I'm not talking about the undrafted contracts that they signed. I ain't talking about none of that. So nobody tell me about no Shiloh Sanders and all these other people that barely got in and got in by the skin of their teeth. You know how it's custom on this show? This is how we do business here at TLP Sports Club. You can call in. All you got to do is email me right there on your screen. jointlplive@gmail.com. The email again is jointlplive@gmail.com. And if my accent, which is Liberian, West African, throw up your W's. If that's getting in the way, is join like you're joining a club. You know what I'm saying? Like you're joining TLP Sports Club. And then the next couple of letters is TLP, right? Tango Larry Peter. The Liberian perspective. And then live, like, oh, we live, bro. We about to get it live like that. So it's join TLP Live, and then Gmail, you should know. My accent can't mix that up. You feel me? Join TLP Live @gmail.com. Call me. Let's talk about it. And if you can't call because you are at work, I understand. I get it. I understand. Just enjoy the show by listening. Make sure you don't get into trouble. I cannot have you losing your job, because if you lose your job, then guess what? You may not be able to help my Cash App right there. $ TLP Sports Club. Again, it is Cash App $ TLP Sports Club. If you're feeling generous, if God is blessing you in a special way, you got a few dollars to spare, because I know that you work hard for your money. America is one of those places that, man, you work, and then you work more, and then you work more. You barely see your family, okay? You spend more time out there than you do with your family. So I understand that you work hard for your money, but if you got a little bit of spare and you want to help a brother out, to keep running this channel for free, to keep bringing content that's going to be free, please help me out. My Cash App is right there, okay? But yeah, man, join TLPlive@gmail.com. Let's talk about it. Which one of these Louis boys, these rookies, is going to have a breakout season? Join me in the chat or join me live. Let's go. Let's get it. It's time to do this thing here. All right. So we have 2 people in the chat so far that are not afraid because their bosses are not staring at them. They're like, whoa, who is that dark-skinned brother, that smooth, chocolate-looking dark-skinned brother you always watch it? It's Harry B. Tell him it's Harry Billion, okay? Harry Billion, one of the coolest YouTubers on the planet. You feel me? That's how I feel. I hope you feel the same way. Doesn't matter. Don't care. Tell Smith, what up? Gracie Marcuson Lipscomb. Good morning. Fulton County, Flowery Branch, Georgia. That's too much. I said Dallas is in the building. I ain't going to say Fulton County, Flowery Branch, Georgia is in the building. That's too much. You're doing too much. Georgia's in the building. Stop playing with me, man. Okay. I'm doing all of this to get people to come into the live, okay? So if you're like, Harry B, get to the show already, that's not how this works, okay? When you're live, you wait a few minutes, a few seconds so people can come into the building. So if you're watching this in post live, I understand some people be sending me messages. Somebody sent me a message like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Great show, but I got a suggestion. You're talking too much. Get straight to the point. Listen, man, it's a live. Give me a chance to get people to come in so that they'll be like, Harry B, what are you talking about? I'll be in the middle of the conversation already. People are like, yo, Harry B, what in the world are you talking about? These lives are not scheduled, okay? These are just, I just pop up whenever I can, all right? My schedule is so weird that I come into my studio when I get off or doing whatever I do out there to get a little bit of change to help feed my family. Then I come back to my studio, I turn the lights on, I do the thumbnail, I put a title on it, and then I say, let me just put a time on it. It's like, who goes live at 10:20? You feel me? I was like, okay, maybe it's like 10 minutes, let me just go live, okay? That's how this works. I need to be a little bit more organized, but it's okay. I just pop up on y'all. That's it. That's how I do my thing. Who y'all got? It's time to choose sides. You got to choose sides today. I know y'all love the Louis boys probably equally. I said probably because I know a lot of y'all are Deion Sanders, Shador fans, right? So I know, it's a little unfair to kind of throw this thing at you. And I'm going to make you choose sides today, but you have to choose sides. These boys are looking good. Hey, man, write down the email. I got to take this stuff on my screen because I got a lot of things to share with y'all. All right? Join TLPlive@gmail.com. That is the email you're gonna send an email to request to come onto the show. I'm burping. I just drank water. Excuse me. Okay. Cash app is $ TLP Sports Club is coming off the screen. Okay? All right. Who you got? Put it in the chat. Even if you're watching after the live, after I do all of my little antics, put it in the chat who you got. Who's going to have a breakout season? And when I say breakout season, let me tell you the parameters, all right? I feel like I should have added, because he's a Louis boy, Xavier Weaver. I feel like I should have added Zay, but Zay's already an experienced NFL player. So, yeah, this is a rookie show. Let's just do a rookie show. Maybe I'll just pop, when I do another one of my pop-up shows, I'll just take all the Louis boys, whether they got in with by the skin of their teeth, or they are, they got drafted. Maybe I'll just do a show with all of the Louis boys. But this show is specifically the ones that got drafted, right, during the seven windows, the ones that actually got drafted and they got an NFL contract from being drafted. That's who we're dealing with. If you look at the thumbnail, it's on the thumbnail. I don't think I missed anyone. I think we had Will Shepard, but then something happened. I believe he got drafted, but then something happened. He didn't pass his physical. So, that happened. But the guys that we got, let's talk about them. All right. All right, so Todd Smith is already waiting in. Yard Man is back in the building. Yard Man, good morning and God bless the B Pro. A minute, brother. God, wait, what do you say? Good morning. Let me just put it on the screen, so because my public school education just be popping up from anyway. Harry, good morning and God bless, bro. Be a minute, been a minute. Okay, been a minute, bro. See, you see people saying been a minute. No, it's been a minute since you've been here. But I've been doing these pop-ups for at least a couple of days now. So stop playing with me. I'm trying my best here. Give me a break. Lord have mercy. Anyways. Hey, man, my people love me, man. My people are loyal to the brand. They're like, yo, when TLP goes live, I'm there. I don't mess with nobody else's live. Sometimes you'll do. You'll be cheating on me. Stop playing. Anyways. All right. So Todd Smith is already on the board. Todd Smith thinks, I think Wester has the best shot at a breakout season. Todd Smith, you're going to have to put some sauce on that. Give me something to work with. Give me something to work with. Put some sauce on that. Why? Why do you say so? I need to know. All right? Hey, man, y'all call in. I don't want to do this show by myself. Stop playing with me. I don't mind doing the shows by myself because I can talk all day. I got that gift of gab, boy. I can talk forever. But call in and come on. I'd rather have arguments and pushbacks and stuff like that. I can't push back against myself. I've actually pushed back against myself, which is kind of weird. That means I got like a friend I'm talking to and stuff. We don't want to do that. But y'all hit me up. Y'all call in. I want to have some type of pushback today. I ain't trying to do this by myself. Stop playing with me. Okay? I'm about to drop my list. I want to hear who you got. Who you got and what order do y'all have them in? If you say Shador may not even see the field. Like some people are going to be upset today. The machete aunties and uncles, y'all going to have to give me a break, okay? I got work to do today. Okay? This is not one of those shows where I'm like, it's not a hating show. They're all going to, they're all in the NFL. So this one, you can't accuse me of being a hater. Like, there's no way you're going to accuse me of being a hater because it's just whatever the NFL is going to do. Who cares, right? So y'all can't say if I choose somebody specific that, oh, you are a hater, because it's all Buffs, it's all Louis boys, and you can't hate when you're talking about yourself, right? All right. Todd Smith got Wester on board. He got a Wester. But Todd Smith, you got to tell me why, brother. I need to know why you saying Wester. All right, he's in my hometown. He's in Maryland. Okay, so all right. So what y'all men say? They are all knockoffs, Harry. So try 0 for a breakout season, but Travis average season out of everyone. They're all knockoffs. I love it. Where are you, yard man? Come back to the show. I love it when I get drama. You feel me? Drama drops these shows. The only one who could do it on a level was Travis. The rest are average players, Harry. I love it. I love the energy, the blood, the venom. Woo-wee. I love it. Let me give you a little bit of information so I can help you out, okay? Maybe this will sway y'all or give y'all some type of energy for y'all to be able to choose, okay? Let me give y'all something to work with because I got nothing for y'all. If I don't give y'all nothing, some of y'all are not going to be able. Okay, let's take this off the screen. Remove that. All right. Oh, man. All right, let me give y'all something to work with. Some of y'all are like, I don't even know which one is going to have a good season. All right, here we go. Colorado, right? Carolina Panthers rookie Jimmy Horn Jr. surprising teammates, NFL training camp. What is saying about Carolina Panthers rookie? What is saying about my guy, Jimmy Horn Jr.? Carolina Panthers rookie wide receiver Jimmy Horn is already making most of his NFL opportunity. The former Colorado Buffalo star has looked incredible throughout off-season workouts, earning praise from coaches and fans while displaying the same dynamic traits that made him one of Coach Deion Sanders' most electric weapons in Boulder. Give me a second. My internet is spazzing here. A recent video posted on social media captured Horn vibing with his teammates, laughing and goofing around between drills, underscoring how naturally he's blended in to the Panthers locker room. This is probably old, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some of the wet your thirst
with the guys. Only the guys is up, man. What's up? Ready? What's how?
How you feeling today, bro?
Righteous. Feeling righteous.
I'd be like, what you mean? I'm ready right now.
Line up when you like this.
Yeah. Whoa, was that real? Wait a minute. Go back to that. What the heck was that? Wait.
Right now.
Hey, they got an opera singer on that team? Oh, oh my God. Oh boy. I can't even say he got some pipes, because then y'all gonna have to pause the whole daggone show. Yeah. What? Oh, he's swimming in money. Look at that boy. Look at that boy. Jimmy Horn Jr. OMG. These Louis boys are gonna do it, boy. I'm telling you. These Louis boys are going to do it. I'm telling you. I got one more clip for Jimmy Horn before y'all decide. We're talking about, in case you don't know, we are talking about the Louis boys. Deion Sanders boys. If you don't know what the Louis boys is, and if you're new to the video or you're new to this channel, right? Maybe you're an NFL person, you didn't go to the college, right? The Louis boys stems from Coach Prime's very first message in that general room, where he said, I am bringing my guys and they are Louis. I'm bringing my luggage, and they're Louis. He was referring to his players that he was bringing over. And anybody that don't feel like they are, premium luggage, anybody that don't feel like they are a premium player, get to stepping. Was that a little too much for y'all? Did I scare all the white folks? All right. All the ones from like the Bayou and like the Bay, I ain't scared y'all, because y'all might as well be black. If you feel me. It's like the suburban white people are just scared. They're like, why is that black guy? Why is he always so loud and boisterous and stuff? Man, can't he just do a nice show? Again, I go to a white church, and sometimes we sit there, we're clapping. I'm like, Lord Jesus, when are we going to be? I'm so wrong. I know I'm wrong, but I'm right. All right, I got another clip for y'all. I love my white church, boy. I tell you. I think I like it more for the wrong reasons. To get it done, we get up out of there. We out of there. I think I'm loving my white church for the wrong reasons. Okay, no Holy Spirit. We don't believe in that. We just clap. We sit down with the word, and we out of there. Okay, they got coffee. They got biscuits and stuff. I think I'm there for the coffee, the biscuits, and the timing. Forgive me, Lord, if I'm there for the wrong reason. Oh, Jesus.
Always just been fast. I always knew that I had a different kind of speed.
Oh, Lord, this music is gonna cost Jackie Truth, man. What's this music, man? Oh man, they're gonna demonetize this video.
What carries over from the film is just a really versatile guy.
I should probably just pause the sound and just talk
being
over
a reliable target, is a really smooth mover in his routes. We just felt like a really well-rounded, clean football player, and certainly fits into what we do.
Yeah, he can fly.
It's like one of those old school music we used to use on footage. Like, this is like way back in the day when you want to action football music.
He can flat out fly.
Man. They got to update their subscription. Lord have mercy.
The shiftiness, the quickness, and then like be able to make people miss. I'm gonna just be flying. Be out of there. Be out of there. Always.
He be out of there. He be out of there. That Florida accent. He be out of there. Whatever you be doing in Florida, man. He be out of there. Like you eat too much okra or something. Todd Smith got his order in. Number 1, Western. Number 2, Travis Hunter. Number 3, Jimmy Horn. Number 4, Shador. I can't hate the number 4, Shador, because we don't even know if Shador's going to play. Like, we don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if his situation was normal, then some of us will probably have more confidence if we start ranking them. Because Deion Sanders ranks his kids. You understand what I'm saying? So we're just doing what Deion Sanders does with his kids, and these are his kids. Okay, so we're ranking Deion Sanders' kids just like Deion Sanders ranks his own kids. That's it. You got to choose a side today. Todd Smith is the only one in here, you know what I'm saying, who his boss is not his boss. Boss, not boss. Yo, my accent be getting me into trouble. His boss is not hovering over him. He got big boss. Oh, no. His boss is not hovering over him. His manager. Okay, let me just say manager. That's easier. Oh, no. His boss is not hovering over him. Anyway, let me see what y'all may say. I can't be having this much fun by myself. I'm laughing by myself. Lord. Jimmy got the dropsy and can't read coverage to get open. Okay. If he was non-existent, he said pause. If he was non-existent in the Big 12, what can we go on to say he's going to ball out in the NFL when space is more limited? Y'all, man, what are you doing, bro? Like, what are you doing? The NFL people themselves is telling you that, like, he got the juice, right? He got the juice. Jimmy Horn has the juice. Travis Hunter got the juice. LeJounte, we don't really see much footage on LeJounte. Anybody got LeJounte footage? I don't have much footage on LeJounte Western. All right, so I don't know about LeJounte. Oh, you said he sent an email. My bad, bro. My bad, bro. Got to do producer work and, you know. There we go. I see it now, my brother. Please forgive me. Dallas is about to join the chat. Dallas is about to join the panel, so let's go. Hey, I need a couple more people to join this conversation. You feel me? This is a hot take conversation. So here's my list of who I think are going to have, who I think is going to have a breakout season. My number 1 is going to be Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is going to have a breakout season. He's going to be number 1 on my list. Number 2 on my list is going to be Jimmy Horn Jr. I believe Jimmy Horn Jr. is going to be number 2, going to have a breakout season. I'm a little torn because I think it's going to be Jimmy Horn, Travis, but Travis is a special player. He plays both sides of the ball. He reminds me of Art Monk. Art Monk used to play for the Washington Redskins when they were once known as the Washington Redskins, and he has sticky fingers, right? Art Monk was the guy that was trustworthy. You throw him the ball, throw it anywhere, he will go get it. He was like Darryl Green was the same way. But yes, Art Monk has sticky fingers. Whenever the ball went in the direction of Art Monk, you knew that we were going to have a catch. And so if you trusted 4th and 1, 3 and 5, 3 and 2, you throw the ball to Art Monk. Travis Hunter reminds me on offense of Art Monk. So I believe he's going to have a breakout season. Number 1, he's going to be the number 1 breakout Louis boy because of that factor. He's very trustworthy. He's what I'm trying to help my 10-year-old to become is for the quarterback to trust you. If a quarterback is in a jam, if a quarterback is in trouble, and they need to have a catch, right? They need someone they can trust. And why do I sound like a preacher? I sound like a daggone preacher. They need someone that they can trust. Oh, man, well, you've been in a black church way too long. Man, thank God I took a break and went to a white church. Pastor Brian, what up? It's your man's Harry. Woo-wee. Anyway, yeah, man. So Travis Hunter is very trustworthy. I cannot tell you. I got to get out of this church voice. I can't tell you if Travis Hunter is going to be that reliable on defense. The only reason why I can't really put my stamp on Travis Hunter on defense is because he's a little smaller, right? And I don't know. I don't know if I'm confident in the Travis Hunter NFL defender. But on the flip side, he's also trustworthy on defense, because if the ball go in his direction, I would say this: once if the wide receiver, if he's on defense, he's a DB, and he allows the wide receiver to catch the ball, that's what I don't trust. So I'm glad I was able to figure that out in my head and let you know what it is that I didn't trust. Because he's small, I am not sure what he's going to be able to do once the receiver or the person, whoever catches the ball, it could be a running back, or it could be a tight end. Once the person catches the ball, I don't know if Travis Hunter is going to be able to bring him down, because he's a smaller guy, right? Because obviously you tackle with, you go for the legs, you go for the thighs, right? You try to chop him. But I don't trust that part of Travis Hunter's game in the NFL. If it's college, I know that he's good. Everything else about his defense, like, you don't want to throw it his way, because Travis Hunter his acumens are so high that he's going to make you seem like there is space for you to throw it to that wide receiver. But he can close that space so very fast that quarterbacks are going to have to change their game plans, because they don't know. They have no idea. They think he's slow. They think he's just a regular dude. Not so. Now, I'm giving you the ingredients. You can use my ingredients and come up with your own list and say, okay, I agree with Harry B. Or you can come up with your own way. Or you can be like Yardman and just straight up say, oh, whatever, they were in college, they were no good, and he's disappearing. I think he's going to suck. You can do that too, okay? I need the drama. Let me just bring my guy, Todd Smith, on the building. Dallas is in the building. Todd Smith, what up with you, man? How you doing today? Thank you. You good, man? How are you today? Something happened to your audio. Fix it if you can.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're coming in real scratchy. We can't hear you.
Okay, let me back out and then come back in.
Yeah, hang up and come back in, my brother. Hang up and come back in.
All right.
We need your opinion on this show today.
Gotcha.
Y'all, man, what you saying? All right, Todd Smith is going to come back. Y'all, man, what you got for me? Harry, even me and you can look good in short. Here we go. He's doing that Phil thing where I don't know what they're about to say until I read it. He said, Harry, even me and you can look good in shorts and helmet watching footballs. Okay. Plus the college tape in Jimmy struggling against better competition. The Panthers coach would be gone after this year. Y'all, man, did you wake up on the wrong side of Jamaica? What is going on, man? Did you wake up on the wrong side of the swamp? What is, I don't know what. Okay, so the Panthers coach could be gone. Fine. But are you linking the two? Are you saying that Jimmy Horn is bad and the Carolina Panthers, the entire team is bad, and they made a mistake drafting Jimmy Horn and he's going to stink up the place just because the NFL competition is way better than college and he's no good, so why did they draft? What are you saying here? All right, this is the NFL. I must say this. understand that whatever they did in college, the NFL coaches, all right, their jobs are on the line. Everybody's growing here. Everybody's got to pay for everybody's got bills to pay, right? This ain't like you calling home to mom to put money on your card, right? This is everybody's growing, and we need to do our job in order to pay these bills for our family. So I say that to say the NFL is different in that they are going to undo a lot of the bad habits that were formed in college. That's their job. And then they're going to instill new forms, new skill sets. This is how we do it. They're going to do that. So I hear you. You know, it's like, okay, you see what went on in college, and you're almost like, oh, I'm just going to judge everything based on college, and there's not going to be no change. That's kind of silly to me. All right. Selmo is in the building. What up, TLP Sports Club? Harry B and the NY Swagger. Cleveland checking in. Cleveland's in the building. What up, Cleveland? I'm so glad, Selmo, you stayed around. If you are a Browns fan and you did not unsubscribe, I appreciate you. You understood where I was coming from. You didn't take it personal. Thank you for sticking around. I appreciate you, because a few people left the building, okay? A few Browns fans, they got, you know, they took it a little personal and they left the building. I understand, because it was, what I was saying was a hot take. And you can't just say, hey, man, we're not here for the Browns and da-da-da. And then people are like, oh, what do you mean you're not here for the Browns? Like somebody saying, oh, I'm not here for Liberia. I'm just here for that fufu and cassava leaf, or fufu and like palm butter. Come on, like, I'll probably leave too. I get it. I understand it. Todd Smith, you here, brother?
Yeah, man, I'm back, man. Am I coming in or am I still?
You on the board, man. Get out yard, man, before I do. Please, man.
I mean, you hit it on the head, you know, so it's like when you transitioning from high school to college, they're going to mold you to play the college game. No different than the NFL. They're going to do the same. They see your bad habits, and those bad habits is not enough for them not picking you. So they see a lot of good in you. If not, they wouldn't have picked you. So, you know what I mean? They know what they got in a Jimmy Horn Jr., no different than Cleveland, know what they got in the Shador. Jaguars know what they got in Travis. The Ravens. Baltimore know what they got in Wester. And it's small things that they feel like they can tweak and make him a better player in the game. Not only that, they got teammates that's going to rally around them and bring them up to speed to play the NFL game, which is not college anymore.
Right. I don't know why sports fans are not able to like travel with the journey, right? Like go from one chapter to the next. They're always judging you, right? And it's always going to be based on whatever they saw last. If you're coming from high school and they were in your city or in your state and you had some bad habits from high school, they can't forgive those bad habits. It's like, oh no, he could not break free from this thing in high school, so he ain't going to do nothing at college. The person has a great college career. And then, but obviously in college, they're going to have some bad habits, or, you know, they're going to have some issues, right? They can't forgive those issues. Oh, he couldn't do this in college, and I don't trust he's going to be able to do that in the NFL. It's like, come on, like people progress. These are young men who are developing, who are growing. When you get to that NFL level, man, they're going to tell you some very specific things. And let me also add this. People got to understand that at the college level, the talent is not always equal. You don't get a full team full of studs. You don't get a full team full of like Jimmy Horns, or you don't get that full team. You're always going to be lacking somewhere. Your O-line is going to be weak in certain places, so people are going to be breaking through. Your defensive line is not going to hold up, so you don't get a full, you know what I'm saying? You don't get to pick like the best of the best players like the NFL does. So please understand that. That's why when you see some of these talents, when you're looking at them, they're not always going to look like their best, but the NFL is going to bring it out of them. All right, so Todd Smith, let me give you an opportunity to go ahead and break down your list. Tell me why you chose your list the way that you did it.
Okay, I chose my list the way that I presented it to you is because LeJohntay Wester is going on a loaded team in my perspective. He has the quarterback that can get him the ball. Not only that, I think by Lamar Jackson's ability to scramble and be that dual threat that he has shown since he came into the league, it creates a problem for defenses, which allow LeJohntay Wester, if given the opportunity to be in the slot.
Then you about to make me change my mind.
It creates a issue with linebackers. It really does. Okay, dude, I got this fast, speedy, shifty, good. I ain't gonna say great because Yardman may say he wasn't great in college, but good route runner.
You don't want that issue. You don't want that problem.
Yeah, I'm just picking with you, Yardman. But he's a good route runner. So, okay, but I also got to account for this fast, shifty quarterback as well. So I feel like it creates a problem. But if LeJohntay Wester is given the opportunity, I feel like he can just create so many problems for linebackers and defenses in the NFL with the caliber of quarterback that he has. Not only that, the other wide receivers that
Your audio went.
Number one, I got Travis. Huh?
You're back. Go ahead.
Okay, I got Travis at number 2. He has the quarterback that can get him the ball. I always thought that he'll be better on offense than defense in the NFL. Playing both ways, which the Jaguars are going to give him the opportunity to do. I'm not 100% sold on it because week 1, he's playing his former teammate in Jimmy Horn. Week 2, they got Cincinnati. Now he got to deal with Lamar Chase, which is one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. So I feel like he has some upside. Travis able to do what Travis able to do, but I think he's going to be best on the offensive side of the ball than the defensive side of the ball, in my perspective. So,
which one has the best quarterback, Travis or LeJohntay?
In my opinion, LeJohntay Wester, I like Lamar Jackson better than I like Trevor Lawrence, just because he's a dual threat.
But Trevor is a viable. He's a viable quarterback, right? He's capable, right?
Yes, he's a great quarterback. He's a great pocket quarterback, and he was good in college at Clemson. So yes, he's a very reliable quarterback. So, but
let's say, okay, I take your scrambling and dual threat. But then what if, okay, I know Lawrence don't have the scramble ability, but he can scramble, right? He's like a Shador.
Yes.
Right? They have concrete in their feet, in their shoes.
Yeah.
But he can get out there if he has to. So he's a serviceable quarterback. He's a good quarterback that can get the ball out. You don't think maybe the better question would be, who's the better wide receiver? LeJohntay or Travis Hunter? Because if the quarterback can get them the ball,
it's Travis hands down. It's Travis hands down. I'm not even arguing that. I mean, that's not even if anybody argue that, they're crazy. But
So are you calling yourself crazy? Because then
no, I'm not
you're
calling
saying,
myself crazy. I'm talking about the
because
question.
because he has a good quarterback also. But you're riding everything. You're putting everything on the fact that Lamar Jackson can scramble.
The question is, who would have the best breakout season?
Right. Who's
That's
going to have a breakout
yeah,
season? Yeah.
right. And I'm just giving you my takes of
Mm.
why
Okay.
I think they will have a.
But you got to expect the pushback, you know.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Okay, cool. All right, keep going. I don't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Oh, you good. And then I think I had Jimmy Horn at 3. Bryce Young haven't shown that he can handle the NFL pressure yet. Even though I know he hasn't had really the best offensive line, but if he can't get Jimmy Horn the ball, then he's a non-factor. If he don't have time to get him the ball, he's a non-factor. So Bryce Young hasn't really showed me, in my opinion, that to me, he hasn't shown that he's able to, with a better O-line, maybe. But transition from college, where he did a lot of dominating, to the NFL, it been a huge hurdle for him. And with Shador at 4, that's just the unexpected. If he was picked in the first round, then I would have him between him and Travis at number 1 and number 2. But right now, I don't know what to expect.
That's fair. But let me ask you a question. Do you think with Jimmy Horn's talent, do you think he should have been drafted a little higher?
I think he should have. I think with his talent, his speed,
I was thinking so too.
His ability to do a lot of things, not only catch balls, but punt return and kickoff return.
Yeah.
As well. So yes, I mean, speed kills, especially in the NFL. Look what Tyreek Hill be doing to people.
That's true. But why do you think he wasn't drafted higher? You think it was because they didn't really know him? They didn't know what they were getting? And you think they got him at a steal, right? Like I'm thinking, I'm like, man, those people got a steal. Where they drafted Jimmy Horn and what I know he's capable of, they probably got a major steal.
I mean, they got him at a steal, if you want to say that. But at the end of the day, it's like, what are those teams? What are the teams looking for? What positions are they trying to fulfill to make they club a better ball club? You know what I mean? To make that team better.
Every team can always use a good wide receiver, a speedy wide receiver.
They could, but
you can trade a serviceable running back for a better wide receiver.
Exactly, I agree with you on that. But what if your quarterback is what if your left tackle then gave up 6 or 7 sacks on the left side during the previous season? Are you gonna go out and get a top tier left tackle, or are you gonna go out and get a speedy Jimmy Horn?
That is true. That is true. So we got another Shador situation. He's gonna be running for his life, and Jimmy Horn is gonna be frustrated because he runs his route, gets open, and he turns around, son is on his back. Like, what happened? So I get it. All right, finish your did we get your why for Jimmy Horn? Oh yeah, because of the quarterback. What's your why for Shador?
The unexpected. It's so much going on around that. You got so many different reporters reporting on a lot of different. You got some that love him, you got some that hate him. Right. So you don't really know what to expect because, like you stated, you got the front office. They got their own media personnel that, hey, I need you to go out here and say this. I need you to go out there and say that. So it's like they control the narrative, and we don't know what's wrong, what's right, what's true, what's false. So until uh the start of the season, we're not gonna really know which direction they really want to go. Is it really a honest competition, or was that all cap? You
Yeah,
know, so that's my take on that.
bro.
That's why I got him at 4.
I've never been so perplexed when it comes to like, a situation like this. Like some situations, you just like, okay, you know which way is going, and sometimes you get surprised. But with Shador, his situation is just, man, it's kind of sad to tell you the truth. And then he has to play coy, and he has to just be in there and be smiling. And I'm like, come on, man. Like, I hate the situation for him, but it is what it is. So, but I feel like that's you make a good argument for Wester, which is cool. But I think Travis Hunter is going to surprise a lot of people with if depending on how they use him, because obviously they're going to control his snaps. So they're not going to do a Deion Sanders where they're not going to crash out. It wouldn't make any sense to crash out on Travis Hunter on both sides of the ball. There's no way, because he would not last 5 years in the NFL if he's playing 100 snaps. There's no way. So because he's playing both sides of the ball, if they give him at least a good 10 to 15% of the defensive snaps, and then maybe use him primarily on offense, then I think he's going to have a breakout season. Because, like I said, that Art Monk situation, like I see a young Art Monk, very trustworthy, sticky fingers. He's just like, he's not the prettiest route runner, but it doesn't matter because he gets to where he needs to get to be able to catch the ball when you need him to catch the ball. Whenever Shador threw the ball in Travis Hunter's direction, and well, first of all, if Shador threw the ball at any point, because he was so accurate, I was always happy that it was something good was going to happen. But whenever it was in trap, but sometimes we got the Wester, we got the Shepherd, who would drop the ball sometimes, and obviously then you feel like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. But whenever it was in Travis Hunter's direction, man, it was like almost a very high percentage that ball was going to be caught. And I don't remember. Tell me if you remember the play. I forgot who was against. Was it against CSU, where Shador threw it in the corner of the end zone? Travis Hunter did not have it, but he somehow contorted his body and then got a hand on the ball.
That was North Dakota State.
And then he twisted his body and came down with the ball. And I'm like, what kind of freak of a human being is this? So because Travis Hunter and then he did the same thing at TCU. So because of that, I gotta give him number one in that. And he's so consistent. He did it consistently throughout his college career, from Jackson State all the way to Colorado. So I think he's going to be the one to have a breakout season. But then Jimmy Horn, and the reason why
I ask you a question? I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
With Travis playing both sides of the ball, and then you have the other 3 players that are only playing one side of the ball, how do we grade that? Are we grading Travis as a whole on both sides of the ball, or are we only just grading him on one side of the ball?
I think as a whole.
Okay,
we're taking both.
Okay, if it's a whole, say for instance, he has a package, which he does have a package. They, like you stated, they're not, Jacksonville is not going to play him like Coach Prime in Colorado did. That's not going to happen.
I don't see them crashing out like that.
His career, you talking about the media saying that they was right. But I think the caliber of receivers that he's going to face, if matched up with, I can't see him going out playing maybe 10 or 15 downs on offense, and then turn around and you got the guard go one-on-one with Lamar Chase or Tyreek Hill or Jefferson on the outside. That, to me, that's insane. Like, he's cooked.
So
He's
what do you think they're
cooked.
gonna put him in the slot?
I'm not sure. I don't know, but I know he's cooked if they pull that off. He's toast.
So remember, I don't remember who it was. If somebody said after that what was the game?
Stanford?
The Stanford game, when they said, why would you play him man up, right? Why don't you put him in a position where he can play, right? You put him in a position where he can cover a space, right?
Well, to come to Travis' defense on that wasn't 100% Travis Hunter either.
Well, that we all knew that.
Right.
We all knew that, but how come the coaching staff did not understand that he was not 100% and put him on man? If you're not 100%, why put him on man? Like,
I mean, he's
not keeping up.
You got certain players that just refuses to say that they're not 100%, and coaches is gonna trust their word regardless of if he is or he's not. You know, especially in college, more so than the NFL. NFL, they'll rule you out.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That's why I love the NFL game, because the NFL game is straight up poetry. They don't care all that hero stuff you think you doing is not gonna happen. They're gonna put you in a place and they're gonna say, you stay right here. We're not messing with it.
Exactly, because you're an asset. You can be an asset or a liability.
Right.
And we got too much money tied into you
to
be a liability.
We got too much riding on this for us to come and listen to you and talk about, oh, you good. No, you're not good. Look how you walking. And then you get burnt one time and it's a wrap. Like, they're like, no, nuh-uh. All of the CU players should have been drafted higher. The NFL wanted to send a message to Coach Prime and the CU program. How you feel about that comment from R. Crawley 25?
Can you repeat that? My bad.
Yes, the comment, R. Crawley says, all of the CU players should have been drafted higher. The NFL wanted to send a message to Coach Prime and the CU program. Do you believe that? Do you think that that's what happened?
Shador and Travis went where I expected him to go. Shador could have either went one or two as well. Travis or Shador could have went 1, 2, or 3. I'll put it to you like that, because you can't weed out Cam Ward and what he done in his college career. I cannot take that away from that young man. He did an amazing job. But as far as the other receivers, what Jimmy Horn did at CU, what we seen, that was good. What LaJohntay Wester done in his 1 year, what Will Shepherd done in his 1 year. Will Shepherd didn't look as good in the Big 12 than he did in the SEC, in my opinion. LaJohntay Wester, he came from a smaller school and only had 1 season with CU, and he did well, but you had to spread the ball around a lot more. But I guess what the NFL may be looking at is what they did over their whole entire career and the conferences that they played in. So I feel like with them just even getting the opportunity to be drafted is a blessing. But I can't see them. I can't see them being drafted a lot. Now Jimmy Horn Jr., I thought he could have at least went in maybe the third or fourth round.
He went was he 6 or 7?
Yeah, I think he was 6th round, if I'm not mistaken. don't hold me to it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can actually add to that because I feel like Jimmy Horn. First of all of them, I feel like it was a blessing for them to get drafted. When it comes to like LeJounte, and I think Shepard got drafted, but he failed his test, right? So
right.
yeah, so Shepard got drafted, but I don't even have any information, no skinny on Shepard right now. I have no
I
idea
heard
what.
that he got picked up, but I don't know by whom.
I feel like I posted something about him getting picked up by our team, but now I forget these things I'll be posting. But yeah, but I do feel like, okay, it was a blessing for them to get drafted, and now they just got to prove it. But yeah, I think it's probably going to be a conversation that comes back up at a later time when these Louis boys starts to show people how good they are, because I think they're much better than the NFL draft gave them credit for. The analysts and the people who were giving them their grades and whatnot, I feel like they're much better. But if you really don't know, and then you're grading them based on conference play, you're grading them based on like other people that are in the draft. So yeah, I understand why they went where they went. Not Shador, but the rest of them. I understand why they went where they went, and they are blessed to be drafted. But once we start having the conversation about post-draft NFL play, and once we get some NFL tape on, like people are gonna start saying, because if you look at Xavier Weaver, right? If you look at Weaver, then wasn't he unsigned free agent? I don't think
Yeah,
he
he was an unsigned free agent
right.
and made the team.
It made the team. So now you think about it, if you go unsigned free agent, you make the team, should he have been drafted higher? Absolutely. Because we know that he's a good player. But when you're coming from Colorado and, you still got that Deion situation going on, I do understand what R. Corey is saying, but I don't think they were trying to really punish Coach Prime per se. And the Shador thing, I don't think that the Shador situation was trying to punish Deion Sanders per se. Something went on, and we're going to discuss that from here to Judgment Day, but I don't know if it was specifically about punishing Deion as it was trying to send a message to Shador himself. You feel me? Because Deion is not in this. So yeah, but I think as far as Jimmy Horn Jr., because I got Travis Hunter with the both ways. Jimmy Horn Jr. my number 2. I think he's his ability and just the organization. I think they're a decent organization. I don't think they're top. I'm not sure. Is the Panthers, are they a top 10 team? I'm not really sure. Like,
No, the Carolina Panthers stink, man.
Oh man, okay.
Yeah, they haven't when they drafted Bryce Young, man. The Panthers, they haven't done nothing in a long time, bro. Like
Since
garbage.
Cam Newton, they haven't done nothing.
Nah, they been garbage.
Mm.
So I
would you
mean,
say that they upgraded with Bryce Young, at least?
they thought they need to upgrade their offensive line.
How many seasons has Bryce Young been there?
If I'm not mistaken, I think this may be his 3rd season in the NFL.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I need to do a video on like the pieces that the Louis boys.
And you know where he came from, right?
Bryce Young?
Yeah. He came from Alabama.
Oh, you talking about college? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he won national championship and stuff. So it's like he's a good quarterback, man. It just he didn't have an offensive line. He was getting killed. He was like Shador.
Yeah.
His 1st season. 2nd season, pretty much say the same thing. He improved in some aspect, but they just need some help over there, man. A lot of help. But I was gonna add to what was the gentleman that had the or the person that had the the question that we were just talking about a second ago.
The Crawley
Yeah.
says all of the CU players should have been drafted higher.
Right. You talked about the Deion tax on various shows that you had. LaJohntay Wester, Jimmy Horn Jr., and Will Shepard. I don't think neither one of them would have gotten drafted if they stayed at their previous schools.
That's a fact.
They wouldn't have gotten drafted. They would have gotten a
unsigned free agent.
they may would have got an invitation to camp.
Mm-hmm.
And that's about it. But if they wouldn't have if they wouldn't have came to see you, it would have been a wrap. They wouldn't have never got drafted. And that's why I say where they did get drafted, for the exception of Jimmy Horn, I think it's just a blessing that you got your name called.
Yeah. I agree. And I think, it's that blessing that comes with being with Coach Prime, because there's a lot of, this is going to sound weird. I think who got left on that draft board, there were some really good players that are even better players that came from different conferences that were better than the Louis boys that got left on that draft board. So I think the media plays a strong part in just exposing you, because people need to know that you out here. That's a part of it that people miss. They need to know that you out here so they can start looking at you. Because I mean, like, if you're on TV every single weekend, then they get to see your tape, and then they get to be interested in you and start looking your way. So while some of the blue bloods have players that were not drafted and whatnot, but yeah, the opportunity that CU players got, if, like you said, if they were at their former schools, they would not have gotten that media opportunity so that teams could start looking at them.
Think about it, Harry.
Mm-hmm.
How many out of those three guys, how many of them did you know before they came to CU? Only knew one.
Prior to CU, I knew none of them.
Yeah, exactly. See, I knew one, Will Shepard, and that's just because the SEC.
Right.
I'm an SEC guy. So,
right.
We really keep up with the SEC. So, and none of these guys, no different than people, fans of Big 12, at the time Pac-12, at Big 10, ACC. You keep up with different players in that conference. LaJohntay Wester.
But let alone the group of 8, you know what I'm saying? Let alone like saying? You know what I'm saying, like FCS players and players that were not even in the what is it called, the power four now, power 5.
Yeah.
We barely see those games.
Exactly. So I didn't know anything about LaJohntay Wester. He's a heck of a football player. Jimmy Horn is a heck of a football player.
Yes, he is.
You know what I mean? Toughness. Remind me of Smith when Smith was playing at Carolina. And Smith came in as a punt returner and a kickoff return, and got the opportunity to move over to wide receiver and showcase what he can do, and dominated because of his toughness. And that's who Jimmy Horn remind me of. But going back to the draft, the kid that played defensive back that was high, that was expected to go high in the draft as a defensive back, I forgot his name, the one that was talking trash, that he couldn't wait to face Travis Hunter.
You're not talking about the CSU player, right?
The Kansas State player.
Oh, K-State?
Yeah, K-State. That I can't remember the kid's name.
Not Kobe. It's not Kobe, right?
Yes, Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
What's his name? Him. He was expected to go high based off of what he was doing throughout the season. I mean, throughout his career. But when it came down to talking junk and then facing Travis Hunter, even though Colorado lost, Travis Hunter exposed him. It pretty much, it looked like he didn't even belong on the field with Travis Hunter. you know what I mean? And he didn't even get drafted. His name did not get called.
I gotta find out where he probably signed as a free agent. But, but that's the thing. That's another point that you make that I say this. The reason why I say some of these Louis boys are going to show off this year is because people don't really know them. Because I mean, you're looking from afar and you don't really understand who you really got. Like, even though Travis won the Heisman Trophy, there's still a lot of people out there that don't believe he's really that good. And during the season, I'm going to put this on record that I said this. During the season, you're going to hear the reporters saying, they're going to say the OMG. There's going to be a lot of OMG for these Louis boys. Like, oh my gosh, we didn't believe that they were this good. I want to be on the record for saying that, because there's going to be shows where I tell you, hey, you hear what they're just saying, or you hear what people are writing about. OMG, that OMG moment is going to come this season, because a lot of these Louis boys are going to be playing to the level where people are going to be like, wow, you know, should they have been in the SEC or at least the Big Ten? Because they're playing at a level that's going to exceed the expectations of a lot of people, because people are going to be expecting them to really like phase out, to be non-factors on these teams. But they don't know what we know. Those who know. We know what Shedeur is capable of. Unfortunately, he's at a location where it's just total chaos and total dysfunction, and I don't think he's going to be treated fairly. But if they put him in, it's going to be a different thing. They're going to be like, wow, why didn't we see this earlier? That's what you're going to be hearing a lot from this year. I promise you, you're going to hear a lot of that this year. People saying, a lot of these writers and a lot of these commentators and analysts, they're going to be saying, wow, I didn't know. Like, oh, wow, we owe Deion Sanders an apology. You're going to hear all of that. Like, man, I owe Deion Sanders an apology. You know that thing that they do all the time? When their face is in the, you know, when their face got eggs on it.
Exactly. They did it once before. When
he
transitioned from Jackson State to Colorado.
Yeah.
Oh, they can't play at the Power 5 at the time. Oh, they can't play at the Power 5 level or whatever. What? Are you serious? Are you crazy?
Right.
Like, did y'all do what do they this is what kills me, Eric. Do y'all not follow what these kids, I mean, do y'all not follow where these kids were at before they even got to Jackson State? Who was recruiting them before they decided to
go to Coach Prime?
To go to Coach Prime. That wasn't a decision to go to Jackson State. That was a decision. I'm going to follow my dad. I'm going to follow the greatest DB that ever laced it up on the field.
Right.
I'm going to trust his ability to guide me and get me to the next level. Travis Hunter has got offers from all kinds of schools, a lot of different schools. Shedeur had a lot of Power 5 D1 offers as well. So what makes you think they can't play on a Power 4 or Power 5 level? What makes you think they can't play at the NFL level when they just showed you what they could do at the Power 4 level? Travis is playing ahead of his time, bro.
But Tim, like people, do you remember how many months we spent just talking about that? It was just months after month, and we were just like defending. It's like every other live, every other video was, oh, this, and people just saying the same thing that they're saying now about Shedeur. We were telling them about Travis Hunter, and it was like over and over. We just kept saying, okay, then we finally got to the point where we said, okay, then you'll see. You know, we are back at it again, and people are going to see what we already know. But then at this time, it's like, okay, this is the NFL. This is where you put it all on the line. And man, why can't we just have a normal conversation? But anyways, that boy Rico said that Kobe is with the Falcons. So he ended up with the Falcons. So if R. Crowley, if you're still here, if you're listening and you are able to type, let me get your list. Which order are you putting these people in? And also Antonio Hawkins and that boy Rico, if you can, who do you think is going to have the breakout season? Put them in an order. All right. Todd Smith said his is LeJohntay Wester. Let me go back to Todd Smith's list. Here it goes, right here. So Todd Smith got Wester, Travis, Jimmy, and Shador. I got Travis, Jimmy, Wester, Shador. Shador is going to be last on this list because we don't even think he's going to play. So that's why it's going to be real tough. Yeah, you can't even put Shador anywhere like,
like I'm not saying that I don't think that he's going to play. I'm just putting him at last because of the unknown. That's my reasoning for putting him at 4 is the unknown. I don't know what to expect because they controlling the narrative.
But that's the whole point.
Yeah,
because we don't know if he's going to play, and then if he plays, he may not even play enough. You feel me? I mean, if he plays, then I can move him. You know what I'm saying? If we knew that he was going to be QB1 or at least have a viable chance, then I can move. My list moves back and forth. But it's like there's no way that I put him anywhere higher because you just don't know if he's going to get viable playing time to have a breakout season. When I'm talking about breakout season, I mean like he's going to make his team better. This player is going to make their team, is going to put their team on their back and do something good with it. Not just put up numbers, but you know what I'm saying? Like he can put up numbers in trash in garbage time and his team is at the bottom of the league. But would we consider that a breakout season if that happens? I don't know.
I mean, I look at it as, and I agree with you 100%, Harry. Like, if he's named QB1 in the beginning of the season,
yeah,
and he endured the whole entire season with no injuries, then I can say I can shift stuff. Now you can evaluate where he should have or could be on that list.
Exactly. At this point, he got to be number 4 because you don't know his fate. You don't know because the Cleveland Browns and then Yard Man wants to challenge me again, saying, Harry, you're already moving the needle for Shador. Dysfunctional organization would be why he won't perform well. No, I mean, if you can play Shador, Antonio Hawkins got it in and got one in, so I'm gonna put that up soon. But let's address Yardman first. So dysfunctional performance has nothing to do with dysfunctional. Dysfunctional means that we don't know what they're gonna do with Shador. But all of my trust is in his ability to play the game. So if they mess around and put him on the field, that's gonna be at their detriment if they're playing games. Right? If they're playing any kind of games and they put him on the field, it's a wrap for them because they're hiding his first team reps, right? But now, if you put him on the field, you're not hiding anything because this is for real. This is against other teams, and the media is going to be able to see, the world is going to be able to see what he is capable of doing. Now, let's add this little caveat also. What if they do some secret juju, right? What if they do this secret juju and then pull, you know how like some wicked people will pull people back and say, don't do X, Y, and Z because we want him to fail? I am not going to put that past Cleveland. I'm not. As much as weird as that sounds, I do not want to put that past Cleveland.
Hey,
because
can I? Oh, go
ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna push back a little bit on Yardman, on dysfunctional. Cleveland Browns are dysfunctional.
Absolutely.
You got a old man off the couch. You went and got a Kenny Pickett. You drafted Dylan Gabriel. Then you drafted in the 5th round Shador Sanders. You got 4 quarterbacks.
5.
Well, yeah, and you got one in critical condition with a ankle injury.
Just call him Achilles.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Y'all went to the nursery home
and got
your fifth quarterback. Y'all got 5 quarterbacks.
Hey, if you're gonna say nursing home, you might as well put Flacco in there too.
Yeah, you might as well put Flacco in the nursery home. So you got 2 out of the nursery home. And you got 2 in the 3rd and 5th round, and you picked up Kenny Pickett off the corner.
Yeah.
So you got 5 quarterbacks.
Hey, Tim. Kenny Pickett had a Pickett sign that said I can play football.
Yeah, exactly. Standing on the corner of the freeway. Off of 495 and 95.
Yo, what is your highway in Dallas?
35, close to downtown Dallas. They be standing there every morning, bro.
But
I'm gonna do one better for you, bro. 495 and 95. You did go. I'm in New York now, or 87, off of 87. I'll take you to Long Island, bro.
Hey, yo, he's on the Jersey Turnpike, 295.
Exactly.
With his sign.
So, I
mean, I'll play for food.
Exactly. Hey, bro. Real talk. I actually seen some of those signs too.
Oh God!
But you know, the Cleveland Brown organization is dysfunctional. So I mean, it's clear as day.
We got to clear up this thing with Yardman, because you know how Yardman is. Yardman is gonna come back if Shador gets in this game. Yardman will come back and try to use this against us. Let's make sure we clear this up. But before we do that, let's address. Antonio Hawkins says Travis Hunter, Shador Sanders about the same for Jimmy Horn and then LaJohntay. I mean, if you say Shador at number 2, does that mean that you're already putting him at QB1, or how does he actually get to the point to have a breakout season? Like, what trust do you have in the organization that Shador will have enough to have a breakout season? I want to know that. Like, if you can, put that in the chat, because how do you have Shador at number 2 to have a breakout season?
Hey, Harry, that means that he knows what nobody else knows, that Shador has the starting job.
Right. Like, what do you know that we don't know? Because right now we are all in the loop. Like, we are all out of the loop. We are all unhinged trying to figure out what the heck are they going to even do with him, let alone, like, even if he's going to get on the field. I think if he gets on the field, they're going to limit his reps. Just to appease, like, his fans, to say, he got in, you know what I'm saying? But he's not going to have enough of an impact. So let's bring on DC Closet Music. He wants to join the conversation. DC, what up with you, man? How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing pretty good. What up, Harry B? What up, Tim?
What up, DC? I ain't wake you up, did I?
Oh, no, man. I was working. I was like, all right, let me get a second, get online and support my bros.
Salute to you, man. Thank you for chiming in. All right, so give us your list. What order do you have it in?
I got Travis, Jimmy, Tay, and Shador last.
All right, so give us your reasoning behind it. I'm not sure if you were able to hear some of Tim's reasoning, but he made a really good argument about being Western being number 1 because of the quarterback play of Lamar Jackson. So give us your reasoning.
I could see that. You know, I'm not necessarily married to the top 3 that can kind of, I mean, they're kind of like neck and neck photo finish. I think Travis is because they're going to feature him. That's the only reason I would give Travis the edge. because people want to see him and they understand that stuff. As far as Jimmy and Wester, I think that's kind of a tie. Both of them are at teams where they could get, they can get the ball. And then Shador, I mean, I heard the end of the dysfunction, and I'm sure we'll get into that. I don't see it, but that's how I see it, is that Travis is going to be featured.
So you're hanging all of your argument on him being featured.
Hmm.
Okay, and that's going to equate to a breakout season.
Well, when I say breakout, I'm going to. So
don't change the argument, Diesel. Don't come up here changing the argument.
Okay, yeah, I had to
Who's
go back
going to
and
have
say
the breakout
you
season?
asked the
That's
breakout season. All right,
Don't try to add nuances.
Okay, yeah, I had to go back and say, okay, wait a minute, what did he ask? That's why I paused for a second. You're right. So let me get back to the question asked.
Which one of these Louis boys will have a breakout season? That is the pure question.
I would say Travis would be at the top of the list. I don't think anybody else. I think Wester probably will be a very solid second. I get what you're saying now. I don't think the others will.
No. I want to hear others well. You got to put them in the order.
Okay, yeah, I got them in the order as the question is asked. I have them in the order. Yes.
Okay,
Travis is gonna get targeted.
Who's your number 3? You said Jimmy, right?
Yeah, I said Wester would be number 3.
I thought you just said Wester was 2.
I think I'm kind of right in between both of them, kind of being like a tie for 2. To be honest with you, Jimmy and Wester, because what Tim is saying is right. So I would have to say it's a tie. But if you're gonna ask me to put them in there, I'm just gonna put Wester right behind.
Put the number on them. Don't worry about it. Just put the number on them.
Right, I'm gonna put Wester at 3rd.
Wester at third. Who's at 2?
Let me ask DC a question. Who has the better quarterback and the better team at the current moment going into the 2025 season?
That's a good question.
2026 season for them to progress.
You know what?
Wouldn't it be Baltimore?
Dang on it. You know what, Tim? That's a good one. You are right. I would think out of all the teams that it would be Baltimore.
Baltimore would be the better team.
You're right.
How did the Jaguars do last year?
They had the number 1 pick. They had the number 1 pick. That tells you everything.
Oh man, they traded for number.
They were trash.
They were trash, bro. They lost to Houston. They lost to the Colts. They lost to.
They were not good.
They weren't good at all, bro. But their quarterback was hurt too some of the season.
Right. So here's the thing. I would say Travis. If we change it around, who has the opportunity to have a breakout year, we're gonna have to put Wester first.
I know, man. Tim came with this great argument. Now he got me changing my mind.
I gotta change it. But now between Jacksonville.
Yeah, but think about it like this: your team could suck, but you can have a breakout season.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. Because I'm not sure that Jackson's gonna target Wester as much as Travis is going to be targeted.
Exactly. So think about it. We don't even know if Wester's the starter.
But I'm gonna tell you, out of all 3, here who has the pure passer, and I think Tim will agree with that. That's Bryce Young all day. The more pure.
I agree.
Near the end of the year, Bryce Young had figured it out. He was balling.
Oh, so that's actually going to would you not say that would translate his progression from last year, from the end of the season last year? That should translate into what he does the starting of this season and forward, right?
Yes, it should.
Depending on what that old line looked like.
Exactly.
But why was he able to progress at the end of the season?
Well, that's the thing. When you look at it, and I'm curious what Tim has to say too, is that, like, I know, because this kind of can bleed over into Shador. Most people are thinking these rookies supposed to come out there and do great. And I know we saw Jaden Daniels, but that is an anomaly. It generally takes those rookies time. So because Bryce Young got drafted, most rookies who get drafted in the first round or first pick get drafted to a team that sucks. There's no way around it. And there wasn't enough pieces. So the first year he got drafted, got killed. The second year they started putting pieces around him through trades, all that kind of stuff, draft. And so now, but that second year he had enough. And now with what they got in the draft and what they moved pieces around, they should be pretty competitive this year. And because he's understanding the game and now the game is slowed down for him, he should be good.
What was the Raven? Were they missing? What was the wide receiver spot a void for them? Because I want to know, because if what's the name is not a starter, then what the arguments we're making means nothing.
What do you think, Tim? Did they have the receivers? Because I think it was the line more than anything.
You talking about Baltimore?
Yeah, Baltimore.
No,
Western may not even start.
Oh, Baltimore. Yeah, Baltimore. Yeah.
That's true. That's true, Harry. LeJounte, he may not start, but he from what I've been hearing out there in the media is they really like him. Not only do they like him, Jackson like him.
Word.
And they both Florida boys.
Oh, he gotta get on my.
So,
I definitely gotta put him on my feed now.
But at the end of the day, that really doesn't matter because the coaches and are the ones that's gonna put the players in. So I mean, Baltimore got a good receiving core, you know.
But you see how that is, where they all are kind of.
Just stated a second ago, got me open up.
No, continue, Tim.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. You finish up.
No, I was just gonna say that. Oh, what I was gonna say was you kind of got my eyes opening now because it's like, okay, LeJounte may not even start in the slot. We know Travis is going to start.
Right. So I'm thinking the starters out of everyone are going to be Travis and Jimmy. I think
it goes right back to kind of where we had it, but it's like that's why they're so clustered together. That's what I was saying, is that they're really clustered together. It could go in any way. I mean, Wester can have a breakout on doggone kick return, punt return.
Are we going to consider that a breakout? If he's scoring, right?
If he's helping them win games or putting them in position to score.
That is true. But that changes the dynamic of the arguments. Because I was ready to concede on Wester being number one. Because yes, he's on a really good team. But now I'm like, hold up now. If he doesn't, he may not start. Because he's a rookie, and I don't know. And I haven't had him on my feed on my I don't have no feed for him. So
but we know Travis is going to be targeted. That's why I said it. We know that. So that's why I'm gonna go with him first.
Yeah, so me and you agree on Travis. So I'm gonna stick with Travis. And what's the name? That boy Rico just says that the Panthers can score points. If the Panthers can score points, that's a great argument for Jimmy Horn.
It is. That's why it's tough.
Because even if he doesn't start
games, is different.
But he can have a breakout year.
True.
They don't have to. Yeah, we're talking about breakout year. We're not talking about which teams are going to win. We're talking about just a breakout season where everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, it's exciting to see every time they throw the ball to him. He's running after he catches the ball, he jukes and then runs for another 15 yards. That's a breakout. Like the NFL would be talking about him. But the question is, does he start? Would it put the ball in his hands? I think the two starters are going to be Travis and Jimmy Horn. And it's still up in the air about like Tim, you said that Lamar likes him. So now I got to put him on. I got to put all these Louis boys on my feed so I can start making videos about them because I don't have all of them on my feed. I just realized that because I looked at my AI feed and I don't have the Louis boys actually like. I have their teams, but I don't have I have Colorado and everything, but I don't have them individually on my feed. That's a travesty. Lord have mercy. let's see who. Okay, Travis. Y'all may come coming back in with Travis, maybe Travis, slightly Travis. Yo, man. Y'all man's a hard cookie to crumble, boy. I tell you. who okay, so somebody okay, that boy Rico, this is what he says. He said Travis, Jimmy, Tay, and then 12. Obviously, we're all saying 12 because 12 number 4, just because we don't know his situation. If we knew his situation, that would change. That would definitely change. But okay, let me ask y'all, would it change if we knew his situation? If we knew that 12 was in a better situation, or he had an opportunity to take first team snaps, would y'all change your order and put Shador higher?
I'm gonna let DC go first since I've been talking. If he want to.
I'll defer, and then go right after you.
Nobody wants to touch him. Come on now.
If you're gonna defer, then if Shador was named the starter for the season, and I would go Shador, Travis, Wester, Jimmy. That would be my order.
So give me your reason for why you think Shador. So it's probably not going to be because they will win games. It's probably just going to be his targets.
It's going to be because I think my reasoning is because of his accuracy.
Okay.
Hoping I have to use the word hope. Hoping that
reservations.
Hoping that he would have the time to distribute the ball, but his accuracy, and I feel
when you say that, you talking about the O-line. There's no trust for that O-line.
Yeah, yeah, the O-line. But I'm just saying he's gonna have it's gonna be a lot better than
Colorado.
Yeah, than college, but the defense is also bigger and faster on the opposite side, especially in that conference.
So there ain't gonna be no complimentary football being played. You're saying
no.
The defense is gonna give him the ball back, but then Shador, if he starts, he won't be able to do anything because the O-line sucks. Like you're trying to articulate.
Well, I'm not saying the O-line is going to suck. I'm just saying I'm hoping that the O-line does not suck. But I do know.
Well, if you're hoping, then what's the other side of that hope? That means
ain't no other side of it. It's just hope. In caps, in all caps, like Trump. But
oh gosh,
that was his accuracy and his ability, which he didn't already display in rookie minicamp, OTAs.
Yeah.
That he's able to bring out the best in his receivers, and they're gonna go hard. They're gonna go 110% for him. So that would be my why I would have him at 1.
Okay. All right, DC. Let me hear what you got. Where would you slot him if you knew his opportunity? Let's just say he's QB1, so we can take all of the little out of your voice, out of your argument. He's QB1 just for the sake of this question.
Still 4.
Oh gosh! All right,
let me tell you why.
Let me hear your why.
Okay, so we got to remember he might not have. Chubb is no longer there. Who gonna have him in the backfield because you might not have your running back you just drafted in the backfield.
Who's
so you don't have a run.
Who's on his weak side? Who's protecting him on his weak side?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I know we don't even know this daggone Cleveland team,
did they pick the kid from LSU at number 1?
Who knows?
Is he on his left side?
Well, they picked on defense on the I don't know who. That's right. I would say this: you don't have a backfield because Chubb is gone, and your rookie that you drafted is probably not Judkins is probably not going to be there. You only have one deep threat.
Wait, you think they're gonna get rid of him because of that domestic violence situation?
The NFL may decide that he can't play after, and from what I'm hearing and some of the reports I see, he not playing. You know, when you got a police report where, you know, it's one thing a push or some thing. I didn't see the police report, but I think somebody said there was actually a strike to the face. That is a no go because especially if there's visible sign,
He
that's a done deal.
allegedly punched her in the face.
It's something like that.
Was it a her?
Allegedly, I want to make sure. I want to make sure I'm stressing out.
Was it a her?
I want to make sure. Yeah, especially Miami. I want to say this, especially Miami.
Was it a her or a Shannon Sharp?
I don't know. And again, I am not saying this is what I believe. This is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying there's different reports, and I hadn't seen like the actual police report to be able to go, oh, okay, what's it going to be? But from listening to what people are saying, it will be a no-go. So if you have hardly any experience in the backfield, and then you only have one deep threat receiver, you don't really have the complementary receivers, and you have a line that at best is in the mid-20s in ranking, you're asking too much for Shador to do.
That's a good,
way
that's a good
too
point.
much.
I'll give
Way
you that.
too much. And he ain't gonna get it. Now, if he was gonna be QB1, fine.
Okay, a little bit of pushback, but he also is Shador now. Remember, he also had that same scenario that you just gave us.
Harry.
No. Please hear the pushback. Because what you
Harry,
just described is Colorado. You just described Colorado. And what he was able to do with Colorado was 9-4. So if you're describing Colorado's scenario, then that means that you also do have Shador, his abilities.
Did you listen to what I said?
You discount his abilities, or you just saying the NFL is that much different?
Okay, the NFL is that much different. Number one, I mean, think about it.
You just give me the easy out.
No, well, that's the true thing too. Because let's go back and look at it.
I was waiting for you to get, make it a little tougher. Don't just get the easy out, because now I got to agree.
Right, because guess what? In the past 2 years, all the QBs they brought in got benched. Come on. They're not even there. So what I'm trying to say is, I get the Shador love. I get that he can do anything. I get when he comes in the game, it's going to be slow motion. Y'all singing, I believe I can fly, but not the R. Kelly version. I totally get it. However,
why you got to pick on us, man? Leave us alone, okay? Just give us your argument. Stop picking on us.
But at the end of the day is, you don't have the pieces, because think about it. We had, well, put it like this: it's just to the point where I don't see him being in a situation where.
Ty, you still here, or is that just DC's audio?
Can you hear me?
Okay,
yeah,
we can hear you. Go
hear me? Now, can you sit here and say that they have the defense that will keep him in the game? Absolutely. But he just doesn't have the pieces. And I hate to say this, folks, while Shador is the most accurate, Shador does not have the strongest arm in the room. He does not.
But why do you need the strongest arm? I never really understood this thing. Why do you need the strongest arm?
Here's why.
Because he ain't got no jello as for an arm.
Here's why I'm gonna say
why is that always an argument though?
Because you ain't gonna have a lot of time. That's why it's the argument.
If you ain't gonna have a lot of time, then it leans into his strengths. Because he got to get rid of it. So if he got a lot of time, doesn't that mean that the more time you have, the more opportunity to throw it down the field? And if you didn't have the arm to throw it down the field, then it doesn't matter anyway?
Well, you're going to have the velocity to get it to where it needs to be. So you can be accurate, but if you don't have the velocity, then you got cornerback, you got people over there that of course nobody's like prime, but you got people over there that can react to that ball pretty quickly. So yes, Shador is accurate as all get out. I always say that. But if you don't have a lot of time, then that velocity comes into play.
But hold up, push back a little bit.
Okay.
Where does Stefanski and his OC come in when you know that your O-line is lacking? Where does your game plan come in to where y'all got to design some plays to get the ball out quickly? Because we know that Shador's arm is good enough for those quick outs. So
Well,
where does that come in? Are we just saying we're going to just dismiss that they're just inept to adjust to the fact that they don't have the O-line?
okay. I don't. Are you sure you want me to answer this one?
No, I want to know because I feel like the argument has to be put on Stefanski and his OC
Okay.
designing a game plan for the lacks that they have on their team. You don't
All
just
right.
go in there and try to do everything when you know that you ain't got a good running back. You don't just try to play superhero ball when you don't have the pieces to do that with.
Well, think about it. They've had this is the weird thing, Harry. Cleveland has had good passers who have mobility, like Jameis Winston, but then they've also had people who can stay in the pocket and throw a very good, solid, accurate, and fast ball, like a Flacco. None of them worked. So if you notice how they have their setup, if you look at it, you have Flacco and Shadur who are straight, accurate pocket passers. Then you have Gabriel, Dillon, and you have Pickett who can move and pass. Do you see? So they got two different sets. They got two different sets of QBs. I don't think they know what they want to do. I think they're going back traditionally to what they're doing, but I think what they wanted to do is go back to more of a stand in the pocket, deliver the ball, handoff and stuff. But now you don't. You might not have a running back to do it.
So, man,
I
maybe
know it's
they
frustrating.
need
I
to
know.
have Livingston come in and teach them how to play to your strength. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I don't know. For me, I think it's just common sense to you design your team based on the team's strength. Even if you had the playbook before you had the team, once you get the team, you go with your pencil. You know, you write those plays in pencil so you can erase some things and say, okay, we don't have this strength, we don't have that strength, so let's redesign the playbook so that we can play to our strength because that's going to give us a better opportunity to win some games. If you can't do that, then are you a good coach? Isn't that what makes a good coach? I don't know. Am I confused?
You asking the questions, but now you're going down the path where I get called as a hater to go, okay, are we looking at this thing because we just have a love for Shadur, or are really, really looking at
No,
this
I
thing?
ain't even mention Shador. I'm just
Right.
saying
I got it.
you don't have the strength. Okay, Shador. First of all, it's a myth that Shador cannot throw the ball. It's a myth. He don't have the arm strength. That's a myth. Okay, Shador can throw the ball downfield. If you look at the daggone Baylor game, what do you think that came from?
Again, you're talking about, but here's what I'm
The
saying.
miracle in Boulder. Where do you think that came from? A jello arm? That was not a jello arm. That was a strong arm.
That was a Hail Mary. It was not a
What is a
dime.
Hail Mary?
It was not.
Get the ball down the field.
It was not a Wester streaking down the sideline, and he threw a 50-yard bomb as a dime right before he ran into the
Right
end
there,
zone.
DC. You think Shador can't throw a 50-yard bomb pass? He did it his entire college career.
That ain't what I said. If you listen to what I'm saying, I said there is a difference between a Hail Mary pass, which is just throwing it up there. A high school QB can throw a 50-yard pass into the end zone. But as far as Shador does have an arm, I'm not taking away. What I'm saying is that the defenses are going to be faster. That's it.
No, I get that part, but I'm trying to understand the opposite of this thing is game plan, right? How you beat teams is the game plan. If you do not have the pieces to do specific things, then you plan the game in a way that advantages your strengths. This is simple stuff, simple football, right?
It's supposed to be simple football, but in that division that they're in, that's an uphill climb. That's an uphill battle.
Right. And if you think about it, so if you're saying you don't have a line and you're saying that we don't have like the backfield or stuff, then that means that the only way to counter that, Tim, when you say you're going to have mobility. And if we start talking about mobility, that's gonna favor Pickett and Dillon.
But
Exactly.
how much more
Exactly.
mobile? How
It will
much more
favor them,
mobile
especially
is Pickett
when you
and
got
Dillon?
Pittsburgh
But
that
but see
has a
that's
defense. Go
right.
ahead. I'm sorry.
But see that's what I'm saying, Harry. Like when they say that Pickett and Dillon was getting more of the first team reps. Now when we break it down, you kind of have an idea of where they're going. It doesn't mean that Shadur can't come in and ball out in training camp. That's what we're looking for in preseason. But right now, who's getting the reps? It's clear to me that they want to have some mobility to move their pocket. Dylan, if it's straight up
No,
drop,
but you're kind of like doing this backwards though. Keep in mind, we're trying to find the person, right? We're trying to find the person, unless they say that we found the people, because you got to give people an opportunity so you can find them. If you don't give them the reps, how are you going to know that they can do that?
well, if I know I don't have the line to go straight back pass, then because think about it, in the off season, who is the
Are you
first
saying
person?
that just going off of the college tape?
Well, they're not going off the college tape for Pickett or Flacco. But let me
Right,
ask you
but I'm
this:
talking about for Gabe and Shador. Are they
they
just
would.
going off the college tape?
I think they're also going to combine and their on campus workouts too.
Oh, so basically they're not going to give them a chance to see if they can do it. They're just going to go off of the tape.
I mean, they're going to give them a chance to do it in preseason to see what they do. But I mean, if you think
Okay,
about it,
then we got nothing
who's
to worry about.
well, you might have something to worry. You don't have nothing to worry about, but that don't mean it's going to go the way you would like for it to go. That's
Oh,
the
it
point.
will. No, it will. Like, let me make this clear. Do whatever you will. Just put. I don't know if y'all watched the video. What I said. Just put the Piquet on the field. Just put them on the field. That's all I care about. I don't care about nothing else. Whatever any analyst, I tune out every single guru. I don't care about none of that. Put them on the field. That's it. That's the only thing I care about. Put Shador on the field and just put the install in. That's it. If you don't do that, then I have no argument. Then I have nowhere to go. But if you just put him on the field, then forget about all the noise. Just put the boy on the field and you'll see. But you're saying, oh, Dillon can do X, Y, and Z, and Pickett can do X, Y, and Z. If they never put him with the first team, how are you gonna know what are you gonna do? What he can do?
I got what you're saying. I'm not pushing back, but I ask you guys. All right. So who after last season, who was the first QB they went and got?
You said after last season?
After the 2024
Oh, you talking about
season,
Pickett?
so they went and got Pickett, right? Then who did they get next?
Dillon.
They went to the nursing home and got Flacco.
They got Flacco as probably like a backup because they knew they needed it because
Well, I
DTR was gone.
Flacco was there. Was that a year prior?
That was a year prior. And then he
Okay.
went to Indianapolis and then they went back because Flacco was at home. They needed insurance. So they went in there and they got Flacco as insurance. I don't think the priority is to make Flacco the starter. Flacco is there to at least not let them look horrible. Then when they drafted, who did they draft first? They drafted Dillon. So look at it. I'm looking at two mobility. And then at the 5th round, which we know we'll say he's a first round talent, that they went back and got Shador. So you got two different styles of QBs on here.
But I see the argument you're making, but regardless of all of that, you got to play them. Because you can say this person is capable of doing X, Y, and Z until you put them on the field and they play. So you cannot you're not judging the players from what they did. That's why you have preseason and that's why you have OTAs and stuff like that to see what they can do. But remember now, we didn't even see him take first team reps. You can't just chuck it up to what you did in college. Then why even bring him in, right? I mean,
I'll let Tim have that one.
It don't even make sense. You can't just say why bring him in. But hey man, we are way over time. Yeah, we are going to 2 hours. This is supposed to be a 1 hour hot take show, and we get up out of here.
Harry,
But
you
it's
know
about
how it is when we get
yeah, I
together,
know,
though.
man. When these conversations get real good and we keep it going. But the
Harry.
order that you say you're gonna put Shador, you're gonna keep Shador last. I would put
Yes.
Shador second if we knew his fate. If we knew, I would say Travis, Shador. I really want to put him first because I think he's going to be on the losing team that people are going to fall in love with because he's such a competitive spirit. So I want to put him first, but just for the sake of the how the NFL, like what they're going to do with Travis in Jacksonville, I think Travis is going to have a breakout season. So we're going to say Travis, Shador, Jimmy, and why are you laughing? Jimmy, and what are you laughing at?
I wouldn't expect it any other order. Go right ahead.
Really, dude?
Other than Shador first.
Yo, man, are you going to be one of these reporters that we convinced all over again? Didn't I have to convince you coming from Jackson State? Weren't you one of the ones that I had to convince?
Oh no, you were not the one, because I didn't. I wasn't the one. Somebody else was.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know, DC. Because I was battling for at least seven months, trying to convince everybody, like people on Twitter, everywhere, trying to let them know that no, you don't know what we know. I know different from you. And then when the season came, they got quiet. I mean, it was crickets. We heard nothing. Everybody was like one of those roaches in the projects that when you turn the lights on, depending on where you live, because New York roaches would stay right there and be like, what you think you're doing? Anywhere else, the roaches were all scattered, right? New York roaches would stay right there and battle out with you like, yo, son, let's do it. Whatever you got, I got too. It's my house just like it's yours. Oh, man. Let's get final thoughts and get up out of here. Okay, y'all man said, Harry, question for you. Did Shador throw his receivers open or did he wait for them to get open? Who wants to take that before we get up out of here? This is the last question. Who want to take that? DC, you want it, or Ty, you want it? Go ahead, DC.
I mean,
Ty, go ahead.
You spoke
first.
I would just say a lot of times he would wait for them to get open, but there were glimpses where as soon as players broke out of their route, the ball was right there. But more than often, he'll wait for them to get open, and that's not going to be able to translate to the next level. You got to be able to throw your receivers open in the NFL.
But I think he's capable of that. I think he's shown that multiple times. I don't know that that's not something that he lacks as far as his game is concerned. I don't know that I'm worried for Shador to understand where to put the ball, because we saw that already. We saw that in the OTAs. That's where people were going crazy about, where he put the ball specifically where only the receiver can catch it. So if he has the line, the O-line, and they're coaching him up, the bad habits you saw, you're going to keep judging. But I think they're going to undo the bad habits. DC, what do you say? What says you before we get up out of here?
I would say I can see both angles. My concern would be what Sean Lewis offense, what he was trying to get him to do was to see where they were running, what the defense was giving, and adjust like right there on the line. And we saw that did not look very well at all. And sometimes the defense is to a point where it's not like straight routes. It's to a point where you're looking at seams, that type of stuff. Do I think he has the ability to do it? I do. But yeah, he's kind of at a point. I would say over half the passes were not over the passes that he was not throwing them open.
Right. And I think if you're judging him on that, you got to be very careful, because I think I made a statement earlier to say that the talent in college is not the same, because depending on when guys was there, guys understanding the playbook, understanding where to go, we know that was an issue as well. So I think you gotta hone in on the ability as opposed to like, did he do it right? When he did it, did he do it well? Yes. Did he? Was it more than 50 or 60%? I don't think so. But that was out of opportunity.
I'll give you an example, Harry,
Yeah.
of that. By no means am I saying Shador can't do it. I don't think that's an accurate assessment at all.
Right.
But it's to a point where you're like, let's say you're back there waiting and you got a bad line, because the line, he didn't have a lot of time waiting to see what the line gives you. So he wouldn't throw open. But let's say a prime example is, I'm gonna use the Stanford game. That QB wasn't the greatest QB,
Mm-hmm.
but that dude was cooking that second half because he basically was throwing them open. I mean, it was all night long. Boom, I got you. I'm throwing it. I'm putting it over. And then the sad thing is, the last drive that Kansas State had, Avery Johnson did this same doggone thing. They threw a couple of passes and then hit that over where that was a number one, and it was over. Shador can do that.
Right.
It's just that I want to see it where he, hey, put it like this. I have only seen maybe one or two complete games out of Shador. One of them being UCF. That was a phenomenally called game. Pat Schumer gets that. I just need to see more games like that. And my hope is that Stefanski, because he's good at stuff like that, will be able to make Shador that NFL game manager so he can throw that ball and that he's not being asked to throw. Put it like this. I want Shador to be able to manage the game, not you got to go in and put a cape on. That's not to Shador's advantage to have to do that his first year.
Right. I mean, he's capable of putting that cape on because he's done it so many times in his career at daggone Colorado with the 13-12. So he had 13 games that he won because he had to put that. It's like every other game that he won, he had to put the daggone cape on. All of his games were daggone Cape games. Cape Town. let's take it to South Africa and go to Cape Town. That was Shador's game. Final thoughts. Let's get up out of here, man. That's another you know what I'm saying, hot take live. We'll do another one. I'll come up with another topic, but final thoughts. Let's get up out of here. DC, you go first.
Oh, great show, man. Glad I can come on. You brought up some good questions, things to think about. I'm looking forward to training camp starting tomorrow, that is. And we're gonna get to see what's up, Harry B. See if he's getting the first team reps. If he is, fine. If he's not getting it, the first couple of practices, you got your answer.
Yeah. Oh man. All right, Ty Smith, Mr. Tim, go ahead, please. Yeah, I know, man. Oh my gosh.
Great show as always, Harry. Hey, DC, man, it's always great talking to you, my brother. I'm eager to see how this thing gonna play out in training camp. I mean, tomorrow it's the showdown, but I think that it's going to be very interesting when Shador comes out there with the ones. I feel good.
You said the word win. Are you confident? Are you that confident with it?
Yeah, I'm confident, man, that he's going to come out with
they're going to put him out there with the ones. You're confident that they're going to do that?
Yeah, I'm confident just because I feel like so much talk around Shador and what he's doing on his own personal time. Not only that, what he did at OTAs, what he did at rookie minicamp. You have to give this kid the opportunity to go out there with the ones. The ones are wanting it. So I just can't wait to see when it happens. And I feel like once he does, it's either going to be with the ones or the twos. It ain't going to be no more 3 or 4s. Just because I feel like he's going to light it up.
Well, if I see him with a cup and a clipboard, I'll be praying for y'all. But I hope that he is.
I'll be praying.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with no clipboard. You can have the clipboard and be waiting for your opportunity. So don't try to make it about that.
Hold on, real quick though. Why you say that? That's not a bad place to hear and see what's going on. It isn't. If I see that, that's a great sign. If you think about it.
Hey, look, I'm looking at this schedule. You're saying tomorrow, but I'm looking at this schedule. This thing starts on the 25th. What are y'all seeing that I'm not?
Don't they report, Tim, tomorrow, the
Yeah, they
18th?
report tomorrow, but I think starters don't report until Monday. Like the
This
veterans.
are you saying okay, maybe these are the schedule. Wait, the media schedule, is that different from when they actually practice?
Media scheduling.
July, this schedule says July 25th is when they start.
That's
Those could
probably
be
when
open practice.
everybody. That's probably when everybody has to be back. They have different time slots when rookies have to be back. Certain I guess certain players have to be back, but I know like starters and veterans, they're like what 2 or 3 days after everybody else.
Oh, so
If
you're
I'm not
saying that
mistaken.
it's possible that they could be in there, that they'll be practicing before everybody gets back?
Well, I don't know necessarily is how much practicing they're gonna be doing, but uh, they're gonna. I know they have to report. As far as their itinerary, I don't know that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I got Friday, July 25th. Maybe this schedule is just like the media practice
Those
schedule.
are open practice, I think. The open practice schedule. I think there's a lot of closed stuff.
Oh,
And I would imagine with them doing
okay.
installs and stuff like that, of what
Right.
they're doing, I would imagine the first couple of ones are going to be behind closed doors because you don't want them to look stupid. So I think that they get the
Okay.
install, they get all that other stuff going on. That's what I think is gonna happen. It's gonna be closed. And then July 25th, we'll see what's up. But it'll be folks talking. I'm looking forward to the rumors.
Yeah. Mary Kay's gonna have some stuff to say so we can get angry at. So I can't wait to be angry at her. I hope I'm not angry at her, but I can't wait. I can't wait to be angry at her. All right, guys, y'all have a great week. Y'all have a
You
great
too.
day. Let me get
All
up
right,
out of
you too,
here, man.
brother.
I'll see y'all again.
Likewise, y'all be blessed.
See you.
All right, guys. Peace. All right, chat, everybody watching, I appreciate y'all being a part of this. Antonio Hawkins, Yard Man, everybody that's in the chat over here in this whole that boy Rico. Hope all is well, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I'll pull up on y'all again. And when you see me live, please click the button, click that live button, click that like button, the thumbs up. Give me a subscribe if you like the content, the conversation. I appreciate you. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.